Start out by taking a nap. Well, we're live. Hello, family. We are. I see our beautiful Joe Petrie. Does this mean you have electricity? Please say yes. Oh, she's been through it. What was it? 5 days? Something yesterday, but my. I've
got it.
Echo. Okay.
That was me.
All right. Well, happy Wednesday. King is with us today. We are so glad. We didn't think he was going to, but
neither did I.
That's all right. We've already got some questions in the coffee shop, and we've got a few starred. I've got one on the phone. It's going to be a busy day. Nadia is not just a white circle. She's here.
I'm back. I just finished this nap. It was so amazing.
I'm jealous. Okay.
You guys should try it. It's really cool.
Yeah, that would be nice. So we didn't really plan on having a roundtable topic today because we didn't think our king would be with us, but he is. So we will briefly talk about how words are important, how we use them, how we perceive them as well. So Nadia, that's your baby. I'm going to let you kick it off.
Thank you. We didn't prepare. So
No.
we all know what spirit led.
We never prepare. Come on.
Yeah, he doesn't.
We just let the spirit flow.
That's true.
Yeah. So, okay, words are everything. So what you even think to yourself, which is a negative energy, also comes into your aura. So when you're like, I don't say these words, yeah, but you're thinking it. It's the same as saying it out loud. That's one thing. Second thing is, and I'm good. I do this, but I don't do it in a hurtful meaning, but we always make fun of ourselves. But there are people that love themselves and they say it in a hurtful way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so go ahead, Jen, if you want to add in, you can.
No, well, that's another one of those beautiful things that has intention behind it, because we are very sarcastic and we joke around all the time. We pick on ourselves, but as long as that's a deep-rooted, humorous thing, God knows the heart. But when you really do, when you're masking with humor, but deep down you feel that, that's an issue.
Exactly. So also, medical words. If you say my arthritis or my cancer, you're giving that disease an ownership. So when you use those words that you're saying that's yours, it's hard for you to even battle it because it already knows you're defeated because you owned it.
Mm-hmm.
So anybody want to join in? That's because I'm just going off the top of
enormous intelligence, my intellect.
Exactly. I mean, that's what affirmation is. Affirmation is.
Yeah.
It's and then here's the thing with affirmation. You guys, people do affirmation, but they don't believe it.
Yeah.
Now, are your thoughts just as important as what you speak, your words?
Are your thoughts just as important? Of course it is.
I mean, as far as how powerful your thoughts are.
Your thoughts are very powerful. Why do you think we don't have telepathy yet? Because you can't have telepathy, which we do. We are connected in a lot of ways. But, I mean, how many times we walk in a mall or something? That's a long time ago, I know. We walk in a store and we have these sarcasms just like inside humor. So do you know how dangerous that thought is to a person who can read what you just said?
Right.
Or you creating your own entities, they call them elementals, inside your own aura because it's your thoughts or somebody else's thoughts. Like how many times have you thought, why am I thinking this?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not yours, but it's somebody else's thoughts who entered your own aura.
Right.
So this is why every time we get on the show, when we talk about meditation or building your aura up, is so you don't get these hijackers who play in your mind.
Yeah. Well, boundaries are important, and sometimes we have to put boundaries on our own thoughts.
Yes.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea we can't read each other's minds right now. We wouldn't be friends anymore.
Oh,
No, we're
I
we're
could
not
just-
ready for it.
Uh-oh.
You'll be seeing me like this all during the podcast.
Uh-huh.
They would be not friends because I keep saying, I love you, I love you, I
Can
love
you,
you.
can you put duct tape over thoughts?
Well, that's what I just did. Stop it.
Yep.
Wait, but I want to see.
Well, that's another thing. And I'm sorry, this is not organized. So this is like jumbled thoughts in my mind of how to commit, bringing this out, but also spell casting.
Yeah.
I mean,
The day in the life of Nadia.
a spell casting?
Jumbled thoughts.
That's every day.
She's juggling.
Yeah, I am a great juggler. Spell casting. I mean, with the intentions, we're hoping that if we say good morning, we're not using it in the purpose of mourning like they intended us to do, but as in changing that intention to a higher vibration.
Right.
Understand is another word that they always say. No, we don't want to say understand, but you have to understand. You have to understand also that we have been brought up with these words, and it's really tough to change it. However, if we're moving up to a higher frequency and we don't have the negative dark controlling us, I think the word understand will probably change its meaning, right?
Well, yeah, we do not change manipulation and brainwashing overnight. It takes training, and it's a thought process that we have to go through. And I don't know that we'll ever succeed here. I think that that's for a higher level, higher vibration, because we are still human 3Ds in meat sacks.
Yeah.
So that comes along with all the temptations and all the earthbound things. So we're never going to be perfect, or we would all be Jesus. So we have to be patient with ourselves. We can't really talk nice to other people if we can't even talk nice to ourselves. It's done every day, but how many people are faking it?
Yeah.
That's what I mean. When we do meditation and we begin, one of the things we say is, I am the soul, I am not the body, I am not the emotions, I am not the thoughts. That's done every time we meditate. However, this happened at the retreat when we have to go in the morning and do a pool, I don't want to say cleansing, but invocation. Everybody's like, oh, it's so cold. Well, didn't we just say we are not the body, we are not the emotions, we are not the thoughts? So those words are not yet enforced in you. It's just reading it off a piece of paper and moving on. So if you can understand that your soul is using those as a vehicle to experience humanness, then you have to move away from a thought or emotion that will cause a negativity.
Yeah, even the written word. You really need to start dissecting what the word actually means these days, because what we were taught may be completely different than what the actual word is.
That's true.
We use this word. We use this word a lot, and you used it on your Facebook not too long ago, King. Insanity. So, in the word insanity is sane. So does that actually mean we are crazy or not crazy? Because
we're the sane ones, aren't we?
Yeah, we're in the sane. That's what I'm using that word for.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
You're just saying or saying?
Saying.
Yeah, we need to. I'm going to say it. Everybody's going to go, oh crap! Here she goes again. Patience. Patience. We don't change our bad habits overnight. It's an ongoing thing. When you know that you're making progress is because you have the ability to stop yourself when you're in the process of saying something negative or thinking something negative. You have the ability to stop and recognize it. Recognizing it is a huge thing. But once you can train yourself, Nadia, you made a great point about people that are feeling ill or have a disease or they're fighting something. Just the words, I hope this works, as a cure, or I hope I get better, or if this happened, those are very powerful words.
Oh yeah.
But not for the positive.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because you're giving power to, let's just take, for instance, just an example. If someone has cancer, they're fighting cancer. Their thought process is, I hope the treatments work. Or if it doesn't work, what do I do? Just those words gives power to that big old C word.
Yeah, exactly.
Words gives power to.
Sorry. There was something I was going to say, and I just lost that.
Hang up the tomato soup can. Somebody left it off the hook.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
We were talking about power. We were talking about words.
Well,
See,
you have one Hunt's tomato can with 2 other cans, and all on separate strings to one. So we have a party line.
He has a switchboard operator.
That's right.
Wow.
A cardboard for switchboard.
Oh, okay.
And also the sensitive society that we have now. I mean, I thought you were going to say this word instead of patience. I thought you were going to say bless your heart. Because bless your heart could be taken in so many different ways.
What's the intention behind that? Precious. Okay.
Oh, and precious. But we're
bless your pea-picking heart.
Uh-huh.
We're in such a sensitive society that it'd be like, what did you mean by that? And I'll have to say this, and please forgive me, but this was funny that this happened today before we started to talk about words. I was walking Schneider this morning, and a short bus came by me.
A what? Short bus?
Sorry, Jeff.
I waited until I was done taking coffee. Okay.
I wasn't watching. I was focused. A short bus came.
Was I driving it?
No, you would have been over me.
Okay.
I said, oh, I guess it's for me, but it could be. And, I usually would say handicapped, but the word retarded came. Mm-hmm. Now, the reason why I said it, my sister said, watch that. A lot of people don't like that word. But if you actually look at the definition of that word, it means stunted, short. It doesn't have any negative connotation to it.
Jules likes that word. That's rich. She said, right? He's retarded. I mean, retired. That's what it is. Retired. Okay.
But you understand how, if you're actually looking for the meaning of it.
Right.
She goes, I didn't use it in a negative connotation.
Right.
And, and so that's something we have to take time to change, is these sensitive people that use it in a negative energy way, instead of looking at it in a positive way.
Well, it's even gone to the extreme nowadays. I mean, people can't say the word woman, and now people get offended.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I said it.
Or
say that W word. I mean, it's just, society has lost their marbles.
How about sir or ma'am?
Yeah, well, that's my whole childhood and rearing. You use your manners and respect to your elders, and that's just the way we were raised.
And they don't like, it's like, I'm not that old. And I was like, it's not old, it's respect. It doesn't mean old. It's respect. So I don't know. It's somebody who decided, let's see how we can piss society off. Let's use this word now. And people agree with it. And we have to go back to going back to the way of speaking gentle and nice.
I think it's a good idea. I wore this hoodie today. If you could read
What is
it.
it? I don't give a damn.
No, it says caution. I have no filter. Words just spill out. They just.
My sister, my sister, she has that. She doesn't have filter. I kind of do, but that word came out for a reason, and I guess it was to use as an example here, because I'm like, I can't believe that came out of my mouth. But it did mean stunted.
Yeah.
And I'm
Just
sticking
be
to
sure
it.
that we're all surprised it came out of your mouth.
How were you surprised it came out of my mouth? Lots of words come out of my mouth.
Exactly right.
Okay, and also, we were talking about this last night. You were going to do this, ask this question, I guess. Toilet paper, you remember?
Yes.
There's on Cottonelle, was it? I wasn't ignoring you yesterday.
Yes.
They had words on it, and if it was cast spell. So I think we could start with that question for today.
Okay, you're gonna have to fill me in.
Go ahead. That was Dennis's question.
If you check the Cottonelle toilet paper that they've got, and you take a roll out and look at it, there's indentations across every ridge
Okay.
of it. So I started thinking about that, if there's actually words written there or what, because you can hardly tell. But so I asked Spirit, and Spirit says it's spell casting.
What does it say? Bless your arse.
Bless your pea picking arse. I don't know.
No, it says this side up.
This side up, yes.
For external purposes only. Okay.
Please do not.
But you just have to be careful of what you're seeing,
Right.
Reading, whatever.
All right. Let's see. Is our TP casting spells on us?
There you go. Now that is definitely fine print.
I think they had butt jokes.
I think my father probably had butt jokes too.
So it's just that brand, right?
Yeah, it's the only one that I've noticed.
Okay.
I don't have time to read the toilet.
Then you should take the time.
I better stop taking the phone to the bathroom then.
As above, so below.
Oh boy, I can talk. I could continue this,
Yes, you could.
but it's going to get censored, so we're going to be.
I'm not getting that it's negative.
Well, I didn't say if it was negative or positive. All I knew was I was told spellcast.
Buy more Ovaltine.
Maybe they were blessing my butt. I don't know.
I think they are. You got a lot of swords in here. So there definitely are words. This is an argument. This is an ongoing argument. I don't think anybody's ever really taken a magnifying glass and looked at it, but it's nothing because the creator's in here over these words. And apparently they've done this in the past. And then there's a current argument maybe to remove them. There's still words, but I think they've changed them. Yeah. But this is strength. These are good things. Queen of Swords. This is intelligence. There's some information on the toilet paper, but I don't get spell casting. It's not negative. Well,
there we go.
Well, is all spell casting negative, or could it be negative or positive?
It could be positive. Wow, she's got something there.
Okay. Past, present, future. This is just 3 cards on top. Is separate reading. So I asked, did they do this in the past? This is past, present, future. Yeah, they did do it in the past. And it changed people's energy because this is beat down, tired, exhausted. It did change people's frequency. Here's our Mr. T. There's the Emperor. So somebody stepped up, took a leadership and said, you can't do that anymore. So it's changed. It has happened before, but it is in the process. But they fought over it with that 5 of Wands back there. Yeah, so they did do spell casting. It was to bring your energy down. So every time we want to party,
I think that's
yeah,
bullshit.
that's bullshit.
Take a look at your toilet paper. Now that's just cotton now. We don't know about the others yet.
Yeah. Wow.
Yes, buy a roll and magnify it. That's what Jules says. Yes.
Mine says, "What is it, Jen? Goes up, out, or under?" Is it?
You need instructions on how to do it.
How to do it?
Wow. Well, I have my grandfather's original magnifying glass, and it's like that big. I'm going to have to drag it out
To the toilet.
yeah, to the toilet. Yeah, I'll wait until Lee's in there, and I'll say, I need to examine something.
Don't bring a rubber glove, though. That would scare
No. Okay. Well, all right. King, while I have the camera up here, King and I were talking about, we don't think that we have ever looked into mine and his past lives.
Ooh.
We have you guys, because in one past life, you were his mama.
And sister and
And
sibling.
sister. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still the oldest.
Yeah, now he has 2 older sisters. This is going to be awesome.
Okay. So I got King's permission. We're going to pull on a past life for me and him.
Before you do that, you might want to star 118 on Marcy. Before you forget.
And I will.
Yeah, you will. Says, don't laugh. Did I have a life as a mermaid or a dolphin? There you go.
That's
We're not
an-
laughing because it's totally possible.
There's a possibility.
Okay.
All right. All right.
This is going to be interesting.
Anybody want to take any guesses?
All right, Grandma.
She's got her snacks.
All right, Grandma.
No, I'm still waiting for the big the movie. Well, I'm gonna answer Moon's question. He said, "So wiping your butt with a cotton rag raises one's frequency." Yes. Yes.
You might laugh, Moon, but yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so when you're showing your moon, use cotton. Okay.
Wait a cotton picking minute.
Each wipe raises it just one more degree, you know. So if you wipe 3 times.
Well, this is not good.
Uh-oh. Let's see what she got. Oh, no. The test. Oh, it gets better. You were Methuselah's wife.
Worry, anxiety, serving justice, finding balance.
Devil, deep, dark depression, excessive misery.
The devil is in the past here. This is good and evil because Hierophant's well aspected. So this is good versus evil. I'm trying to figure out who rescued who.
If it weren't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all.
That's what I thought. King rescued me.
Of course. That's what I do.
Rescued many.
Yes.
I've had multiple lifetimes because Joe Patrice had to rescue me too. Wow.
Jen's jumping off that cliff.
Always getting into trouble, are you?
I don't get. Yeah, you battled because I was almost dead. Okay. Wow. You brought me into your family. You adopted me, Daddy.
There you go.
All right. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome, precious.
Okay.
That's so funny. Yeah,
You don't have to start calling me pumpkin or princess or cupcake or anything like that. It's all right.
Yeah.
Or the adopted one.
Yeah.
Moonbeam.
Listen, you mean old stepchild. All right. All right. Let's see. Go up there and find some more questions.
Well, I can ask a question if it's okay. Should I pull my Bippy or? It's a long one and it's a hard one to type.
I'm going to give Nadia a suggestion. King's probably going to hate me for it, but Nadia, you're going to have to upgrade the 2-dimensional VIP card. Okay.
Yeah.
You need to go get an old Rubik's Cube. Okay. Yeah. And each side can be a VIP. And you just turn it throughout the show until all sides are used.
And then I'm done.
And then you're done.
Just buy a dice.
Well, we can do that.
And then have VIP on each one.
So I roll the dice.
Because she's going to want a double roll.
Well, I'll roll the dice and then I add it, and that's how many times I can ask a question.
Oh, okay. All right.
Now.
We're making up the rules as we go. Okay. All right.
Don't we do that on the show anyway?
Well, that's true. This is called Spirit Led. All right.
Well, okay, it's regarding the things that are happening now in the news about like Iraq starting exchanging fire with Israel. I was thinking about Revelations when Gog Magog comes from the north.
Mm-hmm.
And they say that Syria and Iraq and other nations will join in and fight against Israel. Is this the negatives version of Revelation to cause fear?
To harvest the loosh from people, basically.
Okay. Yeah, one last hurrah.
I get yes.
All right. Even though the bad guys know that they don't win that war because God steps in to save.
But it's the loosh of the fear that.
Yeah, it getting to that point. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, how much of the population still believe that nuclear weapons still exist, and they don't?
Mm-hmm. That's one question.
That's a 1, 2, 3.
One question.
Well, it's also about money too.
Yeah.
There's your huge ace, and it's about emotions. Yes. Yeah, going to war. Determination, going to war. So yeah. Yeah, Hangman. Put everybody in limbo. Yeah, manifestation. That's what they're wanting to harvest. Yeah, Everybody's surrendering, bringing them their energy down to where they're just ready to give up and quit. That's fear. That's huge ace emotions.
Betts has a question at 128, and my answer is yes.
Yeah, I got that too. Wow, we are agreeing. We are agreeing today. So does Sue and
yeah, they were determined to move forward with this, but they're the ones that are getting judgment. So
okay, so and then I have a second part of that question.
Oh Lord.
Well, that's two questions.
She rolled the dice already. Okay.
All right. The second question off of that is, didn't they sign the Abrahamic Accord? Do not include themselves in a war.
What?
They signed, I thought those countries signed an Abrahamic Accord with Trump to not start any kind of war. Well, they didn't start it, actually.
They did.
Yep. It was supposed to. Wow. Yeah, the creator said to start over, new beginning with the creator. This is peace. I didn't last very long. Yeah, but some further decision making. They looked at options.
Oh, so this was so it doesn't hurt them during the Nasara Jasara, the RV.
I think this is really about exposure. You see this military card. It's not going to be the war itself. They did sign. They agreed. As God is my witness, basically, is what I'm getting from that. But this is about bringing them down. This war, this is exposure to bring them down, exposing all of their little secrets. Two of Wands. Look, the Lover's card. So this accord is still standing. You're seeing a whole lot of manipulation by the media and things like that. They've changed this. In the past, the Nine of Swords is to bring anxiety and worry, but I think this is manipulation.
Okay. Well, I'm just thinking maybe because it's the end of the movie and Israel is last and now everybody's going after Israel. So I'm wondering if it's a sign for the last to come.
Yeah, justice. They're sitting back and watching them play out their role. But this is their cleanup, serving justice. Bless it.
Speaking of cleanup, I had a song I was going to put today. I'm not going to sing it.
Oh, thank you. Cleaning up.
Yeah, here we go. You ready? Let's see, where is it? This is what's going on, guys.
I remember that.
Clean up, clean up. So everybody know whatever's going on out there is clean up.
It is. Okay.
Sometimes you just don't like the way cleanup happens,
Well, who likes cleaning up?
Sometimes you just feel like burning the house down. Okay.
Yeah, I can see that.
Burning down the house.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we've got 14 starred. I have 3. Well, technically 2. Thank you, Bets, for the coffees. So there's 2 in the coffee shop, 1 on the phone, 14 starred.
And before we start, not a question. I swear it's not a question. Jen, your class yesterday was beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
I like the setup. I like it. Unfortunately I couldn't stay till the end, but what I saw, I like the new setup. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought visual aids would help out a lot, and then focusing on not the history, but the artistry and what it means. All different decks and cards mean different things, and that's the goal this year. So, and we're actually going to complete the class a lot faster because we're not going into the history. So,
okay,
but it's good. And before we jump into questions, I want you all to send out a prayer for little man. He's not doing very well.
Oh.
He is not adjusting well to pre-K. That little star seed just wants to do his thing. But it's causing physical problems with him. Not only is he dealing with, he's got to adjust getting glasses. His schedule for a 3-year-old to be put on a bus at 6:30 in the morning is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he is not handling it very well. I went and saw him the other day, and he clung to me. Lee waited for him to get off the bus yesterday at school and said, "Good morning, Owen Levi." And he just looked up at him with tears in his eyes, and he says, "Hi, Papa." And he just walked away. He's just miserable. Brought tears to Lee's eyes because you can just see it in his face.
Can he just not be homeschooled?
Well, we have one option to look at first. Kayla's going to, because he goes of the morning, but there's an afternoon class. We're going to see if we can switch him to the afternoon schedule.
That might help. That might help a little bit better.
If not, it's just too early. I mean, the social skills are great for him, but he's already mastered everything that they're teaching him right now. We already learned that. Collars and things like that. So, but he really needs some uplifting right now. So I've been working on sending him good, positive, loving energy because he's miserable.
We can talk, Jen. We can maybe put him in a bubble when he gets before he gets there.
Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. are we ready to get started?
Yeah. And I cried a lot when I went to kindergarten.
Yeah.
I did. I remember
I
clinging.
know. I had to console you each time too. You know.
How? You didn't even know how to speak at that time. No, but
Hey.
I clung on and I wanted to go home. And you adjust. It takes a while to adjust. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Well, Miss Whitney said that he kind of clings to her a little bit and looks at these other kids like they're weirdos.
my son did that with his Asperger's. They said, "Why don't you want to play with them?" And he said, "They're kids."
Yeah.
He was their age, and he said, "They're kids. They don't understand what he understood." So we get that, but eventually, they adjust. They adjust.
Right. Yep.
Mhm.
Okay. All righty. King, you got anything in your coffee page besides
No, I
hazelnut?
just looked. I don't know.
Okay.
I've been neglected.
Well, we didn't even know you were.
No. The hazelnut's running dry.
Let me put a
It
copy of
is.
this for King and say why. Just
Why?
why?
You're not using your words correctly. I have hazelnuts. Okay.
Yeah, actually, if anybody has anything to ask about words, because I don't know if I covered everything I would plan on covering. So if anybody has any other questions on it, go ahead and add that also.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
I
All
think
right.
they paused the questions already.
Did they?
Okay.
Do we want to
Well-
open them back up or what?
They can.
Well,
Or just keep them paused for now.
Yeah, we've got 16, 17. Yeah, we got 17.
I'm showing
19,
14.
20.
Okay.
Going once, going twice.
Twice.
All right. All right. So I think that's for her coffee. She's enjoying the tarot class. I'm glad you are. The first one, we survived it. That's a whole lot of information in one day. It'll get better. Okay. Sister Caroline, she says, I know things are going to come out and shock the world. I know. Shock face. That's insert shock face. There you go. All right. I know there will be some lashing out, but I really don't feel that things are going to get as bad as some are saying. What does our creator have to say about this and advice on how to help others? Love you and thank you. You are appreciated. All right, Caroline, let's deep dive. All right.
You can do that one, and I can put my 2 cents in it, if that's okay.
Only 2 cents?
I'm pretty cheap today. Well, we're going back to the 70s, they said. They're going back to the 70s, they said. So 2 cents is worth a lot now. So, we are in different frequency levels. Some of them who stay in the 3D will see a whole different view than other people who are in higher frequency. So that's one thing. But the thing that says is, whoa, you got to download. You want me? I'll stop talking. You talk.
No, it's fine. That just they popped up a map in front of me. This is going to be regional. It really depends on where you're at. Okay.
What is?
People lashing out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm going to say probably like more downtown areas, very highly cement, no nature. That region will have less people having the faith, having the trust in what's going to happen. They probably will have a stronger emotional, and they're not prepared. But I believe in frequency, and what I'm telling people who still don't understand or believe, if you have your faith, stick with your faith.
Yep.
That's what I just tell them.
I think this is going to be well planned out to control the issues. So we need to understand not to believe everything that we hear and not to fall on that fear tactic. Like everybody's gonna riot. They're gonna do this. We can't do that. So we're asking about this conflict that's going to happen. King of Wands. This is a determined leader to make sure that this is kept at a minimum because justice is in the past. That means they've got it balanced out to where they've got the authorities in the right places. So it is regional. We got lean on your hoe.
Lean on
your hoe. So they've got people in place. They have sown the seeds and put people where they need them to be very strategically. Judgment is the future. They know that if people start trying to tear things up, burn it down, they will be removed immediately. Okay. So as on a physical sense, they've got it under control. Emotionally, the Queen of Pentacles. Now, this is about manifesting good energy. We need to do this and use our intuition of how we can help the communities deal with this. Now, how we do that, I'll keep pulling cards. But the moon is also about illusion. I don't believe everything we're seeing and hearing about warning us. 7 of Cups. People have options. The King of Pentacles, this is strong leadership in control of many, many people. So I'm not concerned about this. Money can be a huge concern. I think this is all going to start with the financial collapse. People are going to have a lot of tough decisions to make. But this is a beautiful outcome. So I think Caroline's right. I don't think it's going to be as bad. It'll be pockets of people that will try, but they'll be taken down quite quickly. How do we handle them? Let them know that we're starting a new beginning. There's your Fool card. You know, this is good for us. Wheel of Fortune is coming. This is to change the old ways, start something new. And the Queen of Cups. How do we handle it? Use our intuition, our emotions, our loving energy, but also remind yourself to set boundaries because we're not here to save everyone. We can only do so much.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. But you can also say this is not the end of the world, but beginning of a new world.
Exactly. With that Fool card, that's what that means.
Yeah. So I believe, and I don't know if this is true or not, but not only did Nefarious did the pandemic, but I think the White Hats also watched to see how people would react in order to be ready right now.
Yes, they did. The base card is the Star card, and we need to remember that this is hope, optimism, and healing. And remind yourself that the off-worlders knew this was going to happen, and they have taken precautions. They are helping with that frequency and that energy. So we'll do our part. They'll do their part. It'll all be all right. Okay. So that was Caroline's. Uh-oh, Prager's has a question. What? All right. Jules, she says, my daughter's looking at leasing a pizza business. She would like to know if this looks like a good situation for her.
What's the matter, you?
It would be good if we get free pizza out of it. How about that?
It'd be great.
Wonderful. All right, Jules, let's take a look.
I get yes. Profitable.
Who doesn't like pizza?
I have a yes.
Just make sure you put pineapple on it, right?
Exactly.
Someone's going to jump in here and go, what?
Mm-hmm.
Anchovies off the side.
Ooh.
I don't know about that. I bought Lee some sardines the other day. I thought Gabby was going to puke.
You're like, that's our only saving food we have for the...
That's all you've got to live on. Okay.
And you'll like it.
Yeah, no. I think I'm going to start.
She needs to be careful with the business deal itself. This is an inner fight. Don't be distracted with empty promises because that's confusion, illusion. Death card is in the past. Was it a failing business? Is this what she's taking over? Okay. In the future, this looks good, celebrating, but this is working with others. So is she going to do a partnership?
Is she talking about? Is she talking about like a franchise? Is that what leasing a business is? Taking over a franchise.
That's probably the partnership.
Maybe Jules can let us know in the chat. Yeah, if it's a branch of a whole chain of stores and she has one, the future looks good. Determination, Ace of Wands is yes, this is a gift, take it and run with it. King of Wands is be determined, but you might need a little help. Get the right people to work with you and for you.
That's
I
what
would probably get a lawyer too to make sure he goes.
Yeah, that's my concern because this is a good. Asking the question if this is a good business opportunity, they might fight back and forth and try to distract. No, everything's fine. Just sign here. No, be thorough because that could be an illusion.
She said, yes, it's odd. Partnership franchise type deal. It's a single woman who has it. So is she going to take over or join?
It sounds like.
You're gonna have to set some boundaries here.
Yeah.
Or get King of Cups to work for you here. Okay.
There you go.
Well, you got to pay me an awful lot of money if you're going to.
Well, there you go. 6 of Cups. This is gift giving. So when it comes to juggling the finances of how she's going to pull this off, this lady's going to have to give a little more. Okay. Or cut some numbers off of the price because there's some hidden things I'm a little concerned about.
Yeah. So am I.
Yeah. This death card in the past makes me wonder if this business was going in the toilet.
Yeah. I've been down that road before and it's not good.
Yeah. So you've got that 2 of Pentacles. She's really going to have to look at some options and see if she can get the woman to shave off some of the expenses or say no. If something fails or the roof falls in 2 months, you are going to be reliable for it. So
the
legal stuff is what I'm concerned about. But once she has it, it looks great. Okay.
I wonder if because of all the inflation going up, this person wants to get rid of the landlord because leasing a business is separate than renting a space if it's a space that they need also.
Yeah.
So
she really needs to take her time. The 2 of Pentacles is really drawing my eye in. Watch the money, where it's going, and the timing of it. Something just feels squirrely.
Yeah, don't rush into it.
Sounds like takeover, but the gal still has some say. Okay. Well, to get everything in writing. And like I agree with King, get a lawyer. Okay. All right. Let me refresh my coffee.
She is taking her time. That's good.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, she should take her time. Thank you, Sharon, for the coffee, honey. All right. I reckon it's about time to get into the starred question. But before I do that, I got to do Sister Renee's because I will forget.
I reckon you're right.
Well, thank you, Bets, and thank you, Susan, for the coffees.
He can get hazelnut now.
I can.
Yeah.
You can read
Okay, Sister Renee. Hi, Jen and everyone. Hi, Renee. Question. My youngest daughter woke up with a fever and bad headache. Can you see how she got sick and how to get her better? Thanks. She's a very healthy person, takes good care of herself with good diet, exercise, supplements, but she does get headaches frequently.
Well, Nadia, ask this. Did she take it? How old is this person?
Well, she's grown, so young adult, 20s maybe.
Let's ask that question first, but I'm checking right now.
Okay, yeah.
Question, right?
Let Nadia's fingers do the walking. Yeah, Renee, about rough age, and did she take the Jabberdo?
It's depleted.
While I'm waiting for her to respond, if she does, I will shuffle.
I'm getting yes, she took the Jabberdew.
Yeah. She's like this. I mean, this is her chakras. I don't know. You could see it better, Jen, but it's like super, super small and it goes down to the base really big. So
she's a pear.
She's a pyramid.
Yeah. Thanks. Let's see.
All right.
Headaches. I think she did get it. Let me check.
Her crown chakra is very closed off.
Yeah, I just opened the top right now.
Okay.
So I'm trying to see if that would help.
Get my spoon in there and start stirring a little bit.
I was going to ask if you have a plunger.
You got a straw?
I'm so glad you used the show for words because I am really holding my words.
And we're thankful for that.
I'm worried about the Jabberdew too.
Yeah.
She's also got some anxiety and worry and has some emotional things.
It's gotten bigger. It's gotten better.
Okay.
Is she there, Renee? Can you check her temperature?
She hasn't responded yet.
All right, because it's almost normalizing itself. Why was it closed?
Now this is telling me that her siblings also suffer from this. It's generational from the father's side. But this is stress, anxiety, and worry. I'm a little concerned about the Jabberdew. She believed the lies. Here's getting stabbed. Yeah.
Well, I got her. Everything is good. Can you check again, Jen? She's not a pyramid anymore.
No, that's even.
Is she a diamond now?
I didn't squeeze too not tight enough. Yeah, that looks better.
Her aura could get a lot bigger, but yeah, it's even now though.
Well, I can't do all of the clean.
I know.
I'm just trying to open up the crown.
You've opened up the top. Now she's a long cylinder. Okay, she's good.
And that's what you want. That's what you want.
Yeah.
All right, let me check if she got the vaccine. Is it very mild or just one she got?
This stress and anxiety may lead to, is she battling something emotional too that's broken her heart?
Yeah.
I don't know if she's had to walk away from a relationship because they were fighting too much. They had an argument and this has broken her heart. So this may be anxiety and stress induced because of emotional upset. It's just aggravating it.
Jen, can you pull a yes or no? If it is with the Jabberdew, it's messing with the emotions.
Okay.
She got it looks like a very mild one. Maybe she only took one of them.
Yeah, these are all emotions.
So it's a yes, it does affect her emotions?
Yeah.
Yes. But like I said, it's very mild. I think if it's only one, but it's of the mild one.
It's almost as if she's not focused enough. Her emotions are all over the place.
Yeah, that's from the Jabberdew, guys.
Yeah, and it causes depression and actually physically wears her body down.
Yep.
How strong is her headache now, though?
Well, she hasn't responded. But she said she gets frequent headaches.
Well, let's see what
if she's had them all of her life. I had a little bit of DNA history there that this kind of runs in the family. But if it's gotten really bad recently, my base card, she got hoodwinked. There's a jabberdo.
But it's very much. It's like a Johnson and Johnson.
Just
It's very
painful
very
looking
mild.
card.
Probably, but enough to upset some things.
Yeah. But,
Well, if she wasn't taking such good care of herself, it probably would be a whole lot worse. But she does her best to stay healthy and that kind of stuff. So,
well, I always said, Joe, our Joe here, she gave us a medicine, Morgellons Direct, and that's for getting rid of that graphene black stuff that messes with
Yeah.
your emotions. And it's not expensive, but it does help.
okay. Because I wonder if JoJo could put a link in or something or where she got it. Is it homemade? What, if there's somebody out there that wants to purchase it, maybe she can share that information.
Mhm.
Okay. Go up here. Dina Darby has the first question today. I'd like to know if my brother's situation is going to get better for him.
If her brother's situation would get better for him.
Okay.
Oh, hold on.
I'm getting yes.
It is a yes, but he has to use his words.
Boy, this is about done him in. He's got to give it timing. Yeah, this is a lot of burden. But remember, I've tried to remind people 10s in tarot are wrapping something up. So this is going to end, but there's a tower moment here. It's like a breaking point. But he's got to give it time. Palace of Cups. He really needs to have some rejuvenation and self-care here. Self-love and take care of himself. Yeah, there's your lean on the hoe. You've put the work in. That means the reward is coming. Timing is everything. 2 of Wands. Some tough decisions to make. But it will. It's wrapping up. If he has the determination to do it, but he really needs to take care of himself. Victory. There you go. So it will improve.
Yeah, and I got the throat chakra, which is also carrying the burden, guilt. That's why he probably has to use his words.
I didn't get any swords, but there's the burden. We started out with that card, so it's a whole lot. He's carrying a whole lot, but that means it's going to wrap up soon as well.
Good.
Okay. All right. Who's this lady?
Uh-oh.
Hi, Jules. Why did I see an image of a big, real heart 2 different times when I woke up the other night? Okay. Let's see.
2 different times.
Oh, that somebody's trying to get your attention.
Yep.
Terry, I got your message. Don't worry about it, babe. No worries. All right. Let's find out. Who's Jules dreaming about? 2 different times. Real big heart. I was going to say if it was 2 hearts, maybe it's twins. Okay.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
A real big heart. 2 times.
Must be in the water.
Uh-oh.
This water we're talking about lately.
Watch
the water.
Well, I had an idea about it, but I'm going to wait and see what the cards say.
Love is in the air. It's emotions.
No one should know better than I that love is in the air.
It is.
I hear Slender barking. I'll be right back.
We'll be right here.
Okay, so this is a relationship, making some choices about a partnership. It doesn't have to be rich. It could be somebody that you're just really close to, that you were close to in the past, but it got a little rocky and reckless. This relationship needs worked on before you have that tower moment. You got to learn lessons from what went wrong, and that'll bring you victory. This is a relationship. This brought anxiety and worry. So if you're on the outs with somebody, it doesn't have to be a hubby. This is just an emotional relationship.
Just don't let your hubby know about it.
Yeah. This is a male energy, though. I'm not saying Jules ain't cheating on Rich. Let's get that clear, okay? But if something's been a little rocky and causing worry and anxiety and you've had a falling out, work on that relationship and that'll heal that heart. So it's just kind of spirit letting you know this is something that kind of needs to be fixed. Okay.
That's Sam, my sister.
Hi, Sam. How are you?
Didn't say hi to
You
me.
look so much alike.
No, what? I look alike. Go away. Go away. She was going to photobomb.
That's all right.
And we don't mind that.
Nadia said the B word.
Your house.
Did I say the B word? Oh,
You said the B word on the UB-Tubi. Booby-tube. Mm-hmm.
Genetics coming up.
I know. All right, I'm going to put this one up there, and I'm going to run and get coffee really quick.
Walk would be much safer.
Probably would. Walking's not much safe for me either, but that's okay. All right.
Okay, so we'll read it.
Is Verizon network having connection problems because they were used to violate we the people's rights every 4 years?
We found out that, and guys, whoever had the Verizon that went out, do you guys have iPhones? Because somebody said that it was only the iPhones of the Verizon customers that it was affected. Not sure how that worked, but that's what I heard. So is Verizon having connection problems because and we also know about the violating rights.
Yeah, they do have connection problems. Was it because they violated we the people's rights every 4 years?
Because they violated the people's rights. Oh no, I'm getting a soft no.
What, on the second half or the first half?
If they're having problems because of the violation, their base headquarters was investigated or cleaned up. So I'm gonna ask for the verification because I got it was their headquarters that was hit. So I'm gonna ask a question if it was hit the headquarters. Did the Verizon network headquarters cause the outage?
Yeah, well, I'm getting a yes to
Which one?
having connection problems because they violated the people's rights
Okay,
over
so
the last 4 years.
we got a tiebreaker here.
Well, she has to take at least one sip of coffee before she can pull her cards out.
I'm getting that it was probably because they sold information to somebody. But let's take a look at the cards.
What does that mean? Because to me, I got it's headquarter base. I think it was stopped from
Well,
there.
I think we're in agreement that there were connection
We are in
problems.
agreement. Yeah.
It's just the
Wording?
reasoning for it.
Maybe the wording.
So I have to double check the cards. Yeah, I got a Bippy for you after this.
Is it a piggyback Bippy or is it just a Bippy?
No, it's a separate issue. See if it's a confirmation one way or the other.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I know. It's going to ruin my entire day.
No nap?
No nap.
You should ask the
I have to get myself a new phone. That's this afternoon.
That's the question?
No, that's not the question. It was something else.
All right. The divine is in charge of this for sure. The littles come in the past here. Not everything is sovereign and independent. That's what these two cards are. Lost information, but I think they sold it.
Oh.
But there's a lot of information they sold about these.
Yeah, I get it.
In the past. Yeah. Strategically tried to sneak it and hide it from people.
That's a painful card.
It's a very...
She ran out of cottonelle. Yeah.
They went into the Braille business.
Yeah, they hoodwinked. They strategically hoodwinked people, but they were doing a lot of this behind the scenes to make a profit.
Yeah.
So that's what I was getting. Did the White Hats go into their Verizon headquarters?
Okay.
I don't know if I mentioned this to you guys, but I did. The Ring doorbell was also a lawsuit regarding selling information.
Any of those devices that Alexa and Google Home and all those, not good. Headquarters judgment. Yep, that's a huge yes for what they were selling, giving and receiving. Yep, the absolute judgment comes out there. That's an automatic yes. Headquarters, what they were, there's some shady stuff going on. They were trading more than just phone information. Yeah.
Pictures.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, they took them down. So the White Hats judgment took them down. They surrendered. They gave up. So these secrets that they're holding will come out. Yeah, about the pages, information on pages. Okay.
All right, let's start singing. Clean up, clean up.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
What's your Vippy?
In regards to my car, do my tires really have dry rot?
Stuff them with cotton now.
Or, yeah, really. Or were they just putting that out there so they can get more money for nothing?
Very interesting.
It is.
King's going to start.
It will determine as to whether or not I trust them in the future or not.
Do you have like a discount tire place or another place to get a second opinion?
That's what I'm thinking, but let's see what the cards say.
It's saying really no, but it's saying that it's some other issue that's coming up.
Well balanced. It's in good shape. This is hope and optimism. You need to set boundaries against these people.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I was getting this morning too.
Yeah, they're after money.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Chariots, move along, little doggy.
So you don't get anything that there is something else other than that?
Well, I didn't ask that, but I can.
Well, they have
because it's
minor issues that they
it's
have.
It is something minor, but it's something that they would find if they did it. But the dry rot, I got no.
Yeah.
Terry wrote, King, how can they be dry rot with all that moisture you got there?
What moisture?
Isn't it full of rain over there?
No, it doesn't rain as much as everybody seems to think. I wish it did.
No,
No?
I'm not picking up on anything. It must be so minor because I'm not picking up on it. You might choose to make some changes, but it's nothing major that's going to
It's
cause the
nothing
car.
major. No.
Yeah, yeah. It's still picking up on this liar thief energy from where they told you that. So
I
yeah.
wonder if they make commissions for people coming in to get work done or something.
Oh, sure. How do you think they? Well, okay, so I have this company that came and was going to close the pool for my dad. It's a different company, and they said, "Oh, we have different plugs.
Mm-hmm.
You have to buy our plugs, or else we'll have to drain the pool halfway." And they wanted you to purchase their products.
Mm-hmm.
But that's okay. You don't have to go. You can leave, and we'll just call the original company to come and shut it down. But you this is what they do. They have to make their profit some other way.
Yeah. Yeah, King, they're just trying to keep you. If you would give them your car, they would hold it. They would do all the unnecessary repairs and hold it against you. Yeah, your car is divinely protected. Page of Pentacles. So search for a new mechanic or whoever you're looking for. Get something new.
Just keep it away from the dealership.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sure.
oh, yeah. I got a guy if you want to come here.
Well, it'll probably break down before I get there.
I love the way she says that. I got a guy.
I know, really.
I got a guy.
I got a guy. Wait, let me get my glasses on. It looks better that way.
All right, Miss Mary.
Hey,
Is Verizon Network having? We did that, didn't we? Okay.
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did.
Well, all right. I was having a Mandela effect.
Yes, we were.
Speaking of Mandela effect, they said Pete Rose died again.
Yeah, I heard that the other night that he died, and I went, "Wait a minute, didn't he die?"
That was also who was the other one that passed?
Oh, the
Chris Christopherson died, and
the Maggie Smith.
No. I am your father.
oh, James Earl Jones.
There you go.
No, he didn't die before. Well, at least I know he didn't die before.
I had heard before, like a couple of years ago.
He did die in Star Wars and Lion King.
Really? Mustafa passed?
Well, when I heard it, Gabby, she goes, "Who died?" And I said, "Mufasa." She goes, "Well, yeah, he did." And I went, "No, the dude that did the voice up."
I didn't know Jimmy Carter died again. Did he die?
Who?
Jimmy Carter?
Who's that?
I thought he was still hanging on to hospice for like the past few months. He hasn't. Did he die?
At one point, I heard that he did. Who knows?
Have they had him? Have they put him on display?
Maybe he too went into witness protection. Who knows?
Yeah, 90-some years old. Hey, you never know. Okay.
Yep. Never know.
Well, I don't know that they've had him on display in the rotunda, have they? Not that I know.
No, only. Well, I didn't even. Did Rosalind?
They did Rosalind, but not Jimmy.
Well, there you go. Then you must still be alive.
Well, here's the one I get.
Unless I'm wrong.
Kissinger, who has been in office working since Eisenhower, when he kicked the bucket, or I don't know what wizards do, but they didn't have a funeral ceremony for him in the political house like all the other politicians.
Huh.
I've been keeping a watch on that because I'm like, can't wait to see what would happen there. But they never did a funeral, a Congress funeral for him.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Sister Terry. Everyone's supposed to have free will, but we constantly take the free will away from the demon's dark side. Why don't they have free will? They do have free will, but they will seek faster consequences from the creator for messing with our free will.
Yeah, and I was going to answer that one before. If you're a demon that takes the free will of somebody else, you lose your free will.
Right. Yeah. Their rules are a little bit different than ours. They still have free will, but yeah, when you start messing like possessing people and things like that, you're taking over. Yeah, Abba doesn't put up with that. He doesn't take that lightly because you're messing with his kids.
But Jen, I also believe, do they not also have to follow the universal laws?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
it doesn't mean that they do. That's why they get persecuted and yeah, the consequences, and that's why they can't be redeemed. So they like, what do we have to lose? Let's just screw up everything. You know what I mean?
Well, also, I mean, if I'm playing with Dennis's free will for my benefit, I'm going to be the one judged, not Dennis. Uh-oh. Both of you. Did I glitch because both of you guys jumped back and crossed your arms?
No, I'm just curious to what you're making him do.
No, I'm not making. Okay, I was going to say Jen, but Jen will say, bless your heart. You're not doing that.
Aren't you precious? All right.
So, yeah, that's why I wanted to say. I mean, I'm going to be the one judged. I'm not, not Dennis, not my little brother.
Don't hurt Daddy. All right.
Uh-oh, I got someone who's going to stick up for you.
Well, I was Jay's daddy at one point.
Oh, shoot. Darn it. 1 second.
Jay's been daddy to some people too. Okay. All right. The baby. Why are the birds flying in circles over my town and others nearby? Okay.
The birds. A new Alfred Hitchcock movie.
What kind of birds?
Yeah.
Any and all birds, or is there a specific type?
Something about magnetic energy?
Nice.
Yeah, that's what I was getting downloaded.
Does she live on a ley line? Because I'm getting that too.
She does.
Crows.
Ooh, something's with the energy. That's a lot of energy. It's confusing them. They don't know where to go.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody has planted something there. Now, this is frequency and energy. It's something tangible. They're pentacles, so it's something physically messing with the atmosphere. Palace of Swords. Yeah, because swords are about, it's an air sign. So I'm getting the electromagnetic field too. Something is throwing the frequency off and they don't know where to go. They're very confused.
Jules, I think your South Pole popped out of your place.
Uh-oh. Very distracted. They're just not quite sure if they're coming or going. This is something new. This is a new energy. It's also messing with their, well, it messes with their thought process, but also how they're feeling. That's a cup card.
Do you have any 5G? I know the G towers were taken down. They stopped it, but do you think that frequency is keeping them in a certain location?
Well, we need to remember that the deep state still has a few tricks up their sleeve. So even if they don't have access to the towers, they can use other means. They're still trying to do these storms, weather situations. They can hack into radio waves. There's all kinds of things. Like we've had issues with our radio stations recently. It's like somebody's messing with them.
Well, same with YouTube.
Yeah.
Or StreamYard. StreamYard had problems
Yeah.
yesterday. With me, anyway.
Stay there, love.
The
Well,
base card
hopefully it
is
won't be.
thief and liar sword card. So the bad guy's messing with something in the air, the atmosphere. Okay.
So what is the frequency? Okay.
Watch the air.
All right, Marcy. Under Mount Shasta, I heard there was a city called Toulouse. If true, are they positive? Thank y'all. You're welcome. Okay. Mount Shasta's had numerous stories out of there. All right, let's see.
I get yes. As far as the city under Mount Shasta, yes.
Hold on, love. I know.
Hi, Snyder.
And it is positive. I wonder if they have any. Okay. Everything dealing with underneath Mount Shasta is positive.
I wonder if they get to it by water underneath.
I thought about that too because I think she has surrounded by some wells.
This is water, and
Yeah, I'm getting yes.
Yeah, there's Gaia. Yeah,
Submarine.
see all this water.
Mhm.
King's got the keys. There's water underground. Yeah, because no one has access to it. They're kind of in limbo. I'm not getting anything negative. Oh, they do come and go. All right. There's your mountains.
Okay,
But they come up and see here's a ridge of water and the wands are coming out of that. So I think if there's water around the base or under the mountain, that's how they're getting. This is divine. These are good. They're good. So it does confirm, but they move around. Very highly emotionally intelligent people. Yeah. Yeah, we just can't see them yet. All right. Beautiful. They're here to help humanity. Yeah. This is about judgment. So they're helping with the cleanup too.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This baby. Who's behind the eel eagles?
Eel eagles.
The eel eagle. Are the birdies sick?
Those poor sick birds.
That are vandalizing trucks going to help the people in North Carolina. Yeah, there's a lot of looting, things like that. It's becoming a mess. Now this may be a separate story, so if the baby's got a need for more information. Illegals vandalizing trucks like semis that are sending supplies down to our people that are struggling from storm.
I don't understand. How do they know they're illegals, though? I mean, it could be anybody who's looting. Like, and you know, did they catch them?
Well, they, I mean, they're running in gangs. The Venezuelan gangs are really bad doing that all over the country
In
right
North
now.
Carolina too? Okay, I didn't know.
Well, they're everywhere. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Who's behind it?
So they're looting the trucks that are going to help people.
Yeah, with the supplies and stuff.
That's so crazy.
The devil is behind it. Tower. They're here to destroy. 7 of Cups. So these are options. These options have been given to them. I'm still trying to figure out who's behind it. They're given options. Choose a door. Choose an area where you're going to go. They're here to create chaos.
Create chaos, yeah. Yep, that
I'm
too.
worried about our page. Yep, that too. To collect as much loot as they can. That's the treasure chest, the 10 of Pentacles. Wow. This is emotional upset. Asking who's behind it. Well, it's going to get better. I'm going to use a different deck. I'm going to ask separate, but I'm going to build off of this.
I was going to ask. Okay, I'm glad. Okay. I was going to ask if you can use the Mr. T card, but go ahead.
Well, if I'm asking who's behind it, it's a divine deck, so it's not really going to show the deep state. Political questions, like the magician. Somebody's a puppet master behind the scenes. The emperor, he's aware of the situation. This is a strong leader. Very foolish. Oh. Okay. That's confirmation. So it's young George Soros, his nephew.
Wow.
Son.
Wasn't the older one in charge of the BLM?
Many of them are.
So
yeah.
Soros has a son, Alex, I think.
Okay, well, it's related to him because that was the download that pierced my ear.
Oh.
Well, because Soros always saw himself as an emperor. This is a negative question. So it's somebody it's younger than him. The younger fool.
I understand it. It's Alex that took over George's spot.
Okay, well, this is the younger version of the emperor.
Exactly.
Yeah, he wants that spotlight now. So, yeah, it's just him 2.0, basically. It's just a younger version of him.
The reason why I wanted the Trump card was because I'm wondering if wouldn't the White Hats keep an eye on the young negative people?
Well, the question is it exposing the current issue? Is this about exposure? So we can do that. Unfortunately, people are going to suffer because of it.
Yeah, but I'm thinking that they know and they're letting it happen.
It's to let people know that, you keep voting the way for these people, this is your future. You'll have nothing. Chariot. So the military is well aware of this. Okay. So 2 of Swords. Don't fear it. Let it happen. Trust your gut. 8 of Swords. This is to open the eyes, get information for those who've been hoodwinked all along, thinking that everything's fine. They're having their tower moment. This is to help capture them and take them down. So it's a trap, which is good. Good. 7 of Swords. Yep, absolutely. Strategically, this is thief and liar. Let the truth come out because these are all swords. What would Trump do? Oh, yes, he's well aware.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and there he is.
Don't get upset, guys, because this is...
4 of Wands. This is to help lead him into new administrative position. So, yeah, it's just exposure. They're going to let it happen. But our poor citizens who need that help. Wow. Okay. All right. I'm going to butcher this name.
Aniket.
Aniket. All right. What are Sanika's feelings or intentions for me? No contact with them. Okay. I first read that and I thought it said Sanka. I'm like, is it coffee? Okay. All right.
Yeah. Do they still have that?
Matchmaker, make me a match.
All right, matchmaker.
Find me a fine.
Yeah, we should let him
Catch me
answer
a
it.
catch.
Yeah.
I'm getting nothing but positive.
Because feelings and intentions for you.
Strong feelings.
I don't know which one is female or male.
I believe Aniket is female.
There's a lot in the solar plexus from the female. And wants to speak.
Okay, so Sanika is a distraction for Aniket. Okay, this is a huge distraction, keeps all your attention a lot of the time. Okay, this is a temptation you might want to stay away from for right now. I don't get that he's in a good place. Now, in the past, this is focus on wealth and money and security. But you've got love in your eyes. This is what you want.
Yep.
But if you did this right now, this is a very immature relationship. Give it some time. And Four of Pentacles, just hold on. Kind of enjoy being single right now because he's not in a good place, if that makes sense. He's a little too controlling. He's immature. He's not quite sure how to have a 50-50 relationship, so to speak. Sow the seed. Let him know that you are interested. So you will have to make contact. And then leave it alone. But he needs to do some growing. Okay, so give it a little bit of time. He's got good there. His heart's in the right place, but his actions aren't quite where you want him to be with respect. He's too power hungry right now. Okay. So make sure his intentions are lined up with yours before you pursue anything. But you can let him know you're interested. Okay. Okay.
You want to stop questions since you've already been an hour and a half?
Yeah, we've got 6 more. Okay. Here we go. Marcy, don't laugh. Did I have a life as a mermaid or dolphin? Quite possible, love. We're not laughing at you. I believe we've come in all kinds of forms in different lifetimes.
What are you taking drills to?
Skip did have a question when we paused them, but
yeah.
I haven't seen any since.
I'm going back to the babies about the trucks. The tires are $900, and taking drills to them. So, the baby, if anybody could take pictures of them, I think insurance should cover it. That they're being stolen. And I'm sure. Let's just put prayers and protection on every driver, every truck driver, every person who wants to continue to send help, that they be protected and blessed.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're at war, and this is, the downside of it.
Also, Luke, welcome. I don't know if you've ever been here before. but we are all light workers here, and we are all keeping positive vibes. So thank you for joining us. But there is no one person to do all this. We are all here to shine the light and be the light workers that we are here to do. So welcome to the family.
Okay, Marcy, it's a yes. You were in a past life. You get a lot of water energy here, but you had a desire to walk on land. Okay, so you left that life because you can do more good humanitarian by being a fighter, being a warrior, and a light worker here. So you changed your contract and came back this time around as a loving human being, light
Was
worker.
she Ariel in the past life?
Ariel. Oh, but you desired you didn't have enough power as a dolphin, mermaid, a water creature. You wanted more leadership role, so you came back in to be a fighter and warrior. There's your new soul contract. But
Jules,
it confirms.
Marcy's just never satisfied. Is that it?
I hope, Marcy, you still have the thingamabobber.
Yes.
Okay. Take this off. Anisha. Here we go. Did my mother know who my father was, and is he still alive? Okay.
We've talked about this, I believe, on your show, Dennis, right?
Yeah.
And Jen, if you want to pull on that, that's great. But Anisha, whoever took care of you as a father, whether biological or not, if there was love there, I know you're going to have to go through the finding out on who it is and if it's an empty spot in your heart, but that's some inner work. But you are who you are regardless of who raised you.
Yeah, your parent or loved one doesn't have to be biologically related. It's whoever took care of you. This is a huge yes that she did know.
Yeah.
Yes.
With that, it's yes and yes.
She remained independent without him. She wanted to do her own thing, and then it looks like she's keeping it. She's wanted to keep it a secret for quite a while because it's a tricky situation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she wanted to start over, so that's where the father that you do know comes in. Okay, so I'm gonna see if he's still alive. King of Pentacles.
I think there is a difference between a father and a dad.
Yes.
I agree. Okay, so yes, he is, but he's not well. Okay, but you're not supposed to worry about that.
Right.
All right, that's I agree. That's some healing that you've got to do. But yeah, your mom knew, and he is alive. Okay. Moving on. Sharon, does Spirit have any messages for me?
Yes.
Oh, that was quick.
It
I was
was.
psychic too. I get it way before we started.
That's amazing.
You are safe. You are protected. The worst is behind you, and you are ready to move beyond the challenges that were set for you. Lessons have been learned. It is safe for you to trust your path. That's the message I got. I got a new deck.
Wow.
Look at me, Dennis.
Somebody would. There you go. Somebody was prepared for that one. Okay.
I did it when I first saw the question. And I'm glad that you picked up on the
Yeah, you like that pose?
I like that. I like that pose.
I've been practicing.
And you do it very well.
Thanks. Didn't know if it was right over left or left over right.
Okay.
As above, so below.
All right. You have a desire to start something new. You're trying to get excited about a new project, but you feel like you're missing something. You've paused on it. Money. Okay, so you want to start a project, but you can't because you're kind of out in the cold. You need to reserve money, and then you can start your new beginning. Okay. It's hope and optimism. Walk away from the idea for right now. Take a break. Do what you got to do. Sometimes you do. Just put your dreams on the back burner for right now because we have to be practical sometimes. They're saying, but you will move back towards it in the future. So just put it on pause. Don't let, because if you keep hounding yourself and your spirit about it, it's just going to stress you out that it's not happening fast enough. Okay. But this is, you will manifest it. So how you speak with these swords will move you closer to it and faster. Okay. But just don't stress out over it where you're constantly hounding yourself. But I want it now. No. It's not a microwavable project.
So you are safe to trust your path.
Absolutely. All right. Sister Sue.
Yes.
There you go. All done.
Did you pull cards on that one too?
No, I didn't pull anything on that one yet. No.
All right. Well, Sister Sue wants to know.
Well, all right.
Okay. All right. Hope's dreams trying to. What are you feeling left out? Are you separated from a family member or something? You were really close and tight in the past, but it seems like you've been separated from family. There's somebody that you're kind of distant from. This situation needs prayer, but this is in healing. This is hope and optimism for the future. Yeah. You've both carried a lot of burden for a long time. These are 10. So the situation is wrapping up. But who have you been separated from? You need to start over. Like just clean the slate and say, you know what? Let bygones be bygones and let's move on. Yeah, you can manifest this. This is a mother protective energy to, she's very abundant in everything that she has. There may be some jealousy issues here if somebody's jealous of what you have or you're jealous of what she has. I keep getting a female energy. If you're on the outs with somebody, Spirit is encouraging you to clean this up. Okay?
Very nice. Jen, before your next question, did Renee respond to our question or?
Let me see. No. She may not be able to. I don't know.
Okay.
She'll probably let us know next time. She'll probably go back and watch the show. Maybe. I don't know. All right. I'm hitting buttons. Bets. Is there a message for me?
Yes.
Man, you are just like hitting 1,000 right
I'm
now.
gonna get burned getting close to him. He's on fire. All right. Spirit's getting bossy. They want this deck for bets. Okay. Oh. Jumpy cards. When are you determined to walk away from? Okay, in the past, you've done some soul searching. Now you feel like you need to walk away from something. This is divine protection. Remember, this is free will. 6 of Wands, you'll get victory for this. Hierophant, prayer, spirituality. I think you've reached a new level of understanding your spirituality, and you're still contemplating walking away from some old things. Lover's card, because you're now connected and have a relationship with something new and better. This is good. Divine approves. So if you're still stuck with old 3D thought processes or ways, it's okay to walk away. Spirit's encouraging you to do it. 6 of Pentacles. Yeah. It's giving and receiving. Spirit's going to help you out. 3 of Swords. Let all that heartache go. Whatever didn't serve you or whatever you didn't agree with you in the past, let it go. Okay? You don't have to sing that Frozen song. Let it go.
You want me to?
No.
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 Let it snow.
The kids tortured me. I've still never seen that movie because they ruined it for me by singing that song constantly. Now I don't want to see it. Okay. All right. Last question is moons. Do we inherit our mother's trauma and so forth from even in the womb?
It says, do we inherit?
Inherit. Okay, inherit. Grammar.
that's
Do we
the
inherit our
That's
mother's
inherit.
trauma? And so far from even in the womb before Christ, it changes the DNA.
Yeah, actually, yes. I'll say it from other teachings. When you come down in your soul contract, you have a frequency of what you start off with. Once you're in the womb and you carry your mama's traumas, that can either lower or raise the frequency. And then being birth can also change the frequency.
That's true. Children, when a mother's carrying a child, the child's DNA can actually go in and help heal the mother. But if there's so much trauma there, there's only so much that newborn can do, or that infant, fetus, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so it transmutes just like, the mother's bloodstream into the child. That DNA is enhanced by emotions, feelings. Yeah, kind of puts like a rubber stamp on it. It does.
Can you put that question back up? I want to see if I got all of it, Jen. Or
it's gone. It's
no.
gone.
It's gone
Okay,
into
it was
the ether.
can it be inherited? But there was a second part of that question, and I don't remember. But yes, you will. And a lot of times, you guys are similar soul family and the same soul family. That you inherit the generational karma.
True.
I don't think it's DNA so much as generational karma.
Yeah, and I think that our generation, we're here to break it all for once.
Oh, yes, we are.
Get it done. I'm looking.
I'll try to look.
I have a 50.
Ooh. We have rolled the dice.
I have to occasionally take after my younger sister when I do these things.
All right, go.
Have all of the bills that require or that have interest added onto them, have they all been wiped?
All
Zeroed
the chattel bills that have been
have they been zeroed out?
Have they been zeroed out?
Since
Okay.
this is the month of endings.
Yeah.
Yeah, but is the chattel bill different than the physical bills here?
I'm understanding that the bills that carry the interest rates or interest on them
Yeah.
are all basically or should
Personal loans, mortgages, cars,
be going to
anything
the
that-
bank.
yeah.
So it is. You were asking if that all is dealt with.
If they've zeroed them all out yet.
I don't know if they zero. I think they have, but it's taken a while to process. Some people feel like they still have it.
I think they have to go in stages.
Exactly.
And they don't want to zero everything out while this current freak shows in the so-called White House. Because they would try to claim credit. So let's see. But behind the scenes, maybe death. There's your death card. So this, so far, so good. Knight of Cups. 3 of Pentacles. We've been doing that. They've been working on this for a while.
Yeah, I believe that. I just think, if everybody found out that all their bills were paid off, people will be spending it on cruises or whatever and not really taking care of it.
So the military is working on that. This is a group of people doing this. Here, the current situation is conflict. The 5 of Wands is about fighting, so they're still fighting. There's a little bit they still have to work on.
Mm-hmm.
In the future they're going to finish this up. This leads into the RV. That's my RV card.
Mm-hmm.
6 of Pentacles. So yeah. 8 of Cups. They've walked away, I get, from the majority of it. The Sun, just about done. They're still trying to keep their grimy mitts off and stuff.
It's basically like in stages then.
Yeah. 3 of Swords. Yeah, they're not happy. Moon. So what you're seeing and hearing on your bank accounts or your loan, this is illusion. So, yeah. But they have to keep it in the forefront that it's still there because people, they can't just wipe it all off the map. So, because Lucy has some splaining to do.
Well, then let Lucy stop splaining.
If it happened to everybody, and I believe like the new loans after they corrected it they will still have to pay those mortgages. I don't think
if you get something new, they can get taxes off of it, but interest-based mortgages are illegal.
Right.
Yeah.
And with the RV, you won't need a mortgage anyway.
Well, okay, so the question I have is, so you have a mortgage that is interest accumulated, okay? And you've been doing it for 10 years. Now, what gets wiped out, the entire mortgage or just all the interest that was paid off on that?
It's supposed to zero out the whole mortgage. But then again, I've also heard it depends on how large the mortgage is.
Yeah.
So like say for a 2020, I heard this is going to happen and I bought a house and I have this mortgage thinking they're going to raise the entire mortgage. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, it probably depends on, let me ask the cards if it's how long you've had the mortgage. If it's fairly new.
Because you still have to purchase the house. I think if the insurance accrued is worth the payment of the house, I think then it'll be zeroed.
Now, if it's an used home, it's not, you didn't build it. It's not brand new. You didn't buy new construction. The loans on an old house, somebody else owned it and you bought it. Those are supposed to be forgiven. But if you bought and built something or bought a new, and nobody's ever lived in it before, I think you're responsible for that mortgage. But let me ask the cards.
Yeah, what I'm saying is it's not going to be completely free. It's probably going to be erased of the mortgage. So say you have a 30-year mortgage loan and you paid 20 of it, which if you added all the interest would have been the price of the house, I think then that is mortgage forgiven. It would be zeroed. But if you just bought a house and a few thousand was interest and you didn't start, I think that's the only thing that will be wiped out of the mortgage. I'm thinking that.
We need to understand depreciation too, because if everything else goes back to 1970s prices, or if not before, it's going to depreciate everything that we have. Your home is not going to be worth $500,000. It's only going to be worth about 75 grand. People will lose their marbles if they hear that, but you don't need that kind of, if your mortgage is wiped out, the devil. Right now, the devil's winning this. Okay. Yeah, this is deep state. They still have the upper hand on some of this. Queen of Wands. Determined. So they're separating. They're starting to divide them. King of Cups comes in, and that's setting boundaries. Okay. So they're starting to separate who's going to do what. 10 of Wands. It's all eventually going to wrap up at stages.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, Ace of Cups. So they're confirming that eventually, if you've had it before the RV is announced, it will be erased. That's what I have.
Completely erased. And then Moon also added if it was signed under your birth account, that they were also taking, extra cookies out of the cookie jar.
Yeah. If it's all capitals, your governmental issued chattel name, those are all illegal. They can't do it because that's not who you are. You are a living, breathing woman or man of God.
Yeah.
So, these are made up people.
So then that money will go back to your birth certificate.
Yes. All that's to be returned. Anything that they've ever gotten money off your chattel identification, you are to have that returned to you.
Cool.
Yeah. If you got sued or somebody tried to serve you technically right now, if they brought you something that you're being served and it's all in capital letters, you can actually stand there and go, but that's not me.
Yeah, you can say that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And if you go into court to fight it, you representing as a living man or woman, don't cross the threshold swinging bar to go up there. Because then you're admitting that you're dead and you are that person. There's a whole lot of the legal terminology and things that you can and cannot do. I know it sounds confusing, but don't cross that bar.
They do have a book called Black's Law Book.
Mm-hmm.
All about that stuff and certain words you can say and can't say.
Yeah.
Someone wants to know, Jen.
Yeah.
And what do you guys mean about RV? So we always do evaluation, but
the reevaluation, but it's a stair-stepping process. So depending upon what tier you are, people that have invested is tier 4B. All right, that would be us. We have currencies, bonds, silver, gold, whatever that is. And if you want to go and exchange it, you'll go first. Now, the general public is a different stepping stage. That means, so Jasara Nasara is totally separate. That's for everybody. That's for society. And that has to be brought out stair-stepped, because if everybody became rich overnight, nobody would work. Everybody would stop. It would stop running. But they'll find out that your birth certificate's worth something, your social security's worth. This is it's going to take a few years for it to roll out. And then people will get UBIs. It's a universal basic income. So let's say your birth certificate's worth $1 million. You don't get that all at one time. They're going to drip drop that out to you. Okay.
Well, is that for those below the age of 65?
Certain age groups. If you're older than 65, you'll get it all at once.
Right.
So you want to make sure you enjoy it before you kick the bucket. Okay.
Exactly.
Right. And if you're younger, they will drip drop it. You'll have an allowance, basically.
I heard that underneath that will be 2 payments at distant times. And then when you're the newer workforce, you wouldn't get anything.
That's right. They won't get it.
Workforce, yeah.
That's right. And then let's see. Of course, veterans and people on Social Security, all that stuff will be taken care of immediately for disability. But it's possible, depending upon how old you are, that they'll give you 10% up front to get you started, get you in a better position, and then you'll get an allowance every month for what they owe you. Because how many times, well, us older generation, how many times have they sold our birth certificates and everything? Hundreds of times. But the youngins, I looked into Gabrielle's, they've maybe done it 3 times. So she wouldn't get very much, but Lee and I would get a whole lot more. So it really just depends on how old you are. So this is going to be stair-stepping in stages for the public. Now, us behind the scenes, if we've been investing, we'll go first.
Yeah. And then was something else we were going to, okay, about the birth certificate. This is worldwide. This is not just United States.
It's global. Yeah.
Yeah, because I looked into my Brazilian birth certificate, and I did have capital letters there too. So will I get 2 RVs as a double citizen?
You will. So there's a couple of ways that you can collect double on the dual birth certificate.
Double dipping.
Yeah, because each country, if you have dual citizenship, they do the same thing. Like Lee was adopted. He will have some that they sold by his biological name, and then he will also collect on his adoptive name, and then he's gonna collect again because he's a veteran, and they sell that stuff. It's like hotcakes. If you're a veteran, you're gonna be just fine. So there's multiple ways you've been double dipping. Women that have gotten married, they not only collect on your maiden name and continue to do so, they will also start a new one and collect on your married name. And if you've had 5 husbands, well, they're going to collect that many times.
What happens if they're a bastard veteran?
They won't find you.
No, they're going to be just fine. Yeah.
No, there's another question Violetta said, and I heard one way, so I wanted you to explain, Jen. I've heard one way. But Violetta wants to know what happened to people who are not born in the U.S. I've heard many ways.
Okay, so this is going to come down to, do you have citizenship now?
Exactly, yes.
If you have citizenship now, you're fine. You don't have to go back to your home country, as they say. If you have a citizenship, you're okay. They will try to wrap it all up here. But if you are here on a visa or temporary status, green card, whatever that is, you will have to return home to wherever you were born. Okay?
Before you get your money.
Before you get your money. That is the slick way that Trump's going to send everyone back to their countries, because once he comes out and says, hey, if you want this, bye-bye. He's not going to wear our military out and our law enforcement by rounding all these people up. He's going to dangle the carrot on the stick and go, bye, go home, get your money. And then he's going to build the wall while they're gone. No, you're not coming back. Yeah. He's smart. He's smart.
Green card is a legal way of getting here.
It is a legal way.
You are documented here.
Yes.
And legal residence also.
Yeah. If you've done it the legal way, don't panic. It's if you're here and you're hiding and you got some weird alias or something like that and you're not registered anywhere, then you're going to have to go home.
So let's ask one more crazy question.
Okay.
What happens if, so you're a felon, a very true conviction, you still get an RV?
I think it depends on the charges. They are not going to let rapists and murderers have that, but they will give them the option. Would you like to give it to someone? And there are some situations that it will go to their victims' families.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah. People have often asked, because everybody, as far back when they started the chattel system, Social Security numbers and on birth certificates, if we've got deceased loved ones that have passed, do we collect on them? It depends on how old they were. Okay. Like my mom has passed. My siblings can have it. I don't care. It just depends on how long they've been deceased and what it was worth. Like I lost Michael. He was only 22. He hadn't had a chance to collect too much. His siblings can have it, or I'll give it to his, nephew and nieces or something like that. So we don't need to get too greedy. Now, if that's the only source that you'll have, which I don't think it will, we pretty much all will get a little something.
The baby wants to know whether or not the grandkids will get anything from their deceased mother.
Yeah, if she
Yes,
her age.
yes, minors, anything that their mother was, I hate to use that term, worth. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, they will get it. It will be put into a trust for them for when they turn of age, and then they can have access to that.
I would assume it would be evenly divided.
Yes, if there's multiple children, it gets split evenly all across the board. Yeah, not a problem. They would definitely want to take care of all the littles if they don't have parents anymore. And, it will be in a trust or partially be in a trust. They may give you a little something if you're raising those babies to help you out. So lots of different moving parts to this RV.
McBoo wanted to know about immigrants in the military. I remember this during 9/11, that they had immigrants sign for the military.
And they do. And I think
they still do, I think.
They still do. It's a track.
Filipinos especially.
Yeah, it's
part of the military that were not citizens of the U.S., but were with the U.S. military. Yeah.
So if they haven't changed the wording of the military contract, under the military law, it's a fast track to citizenship. If you're willing to sign a contract and enlist for a certain amount of years, wartime or not, if you're willing to serve, they will grant you citizenship. Yep. So they will still qualify because the military you pay taxes too, unless you're deployed, and that's tax free. So they can. It's a fast track to. They will honor that. Well, I know Mr. T will. They will honor that unless you've been dishonorably discharged or AWOL or something like that. They will honor that contract.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that would almost be like a double dipping also, because you're also going to get some from your other country too.
Of course, but you're entitled to that.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Did we have a question and then we started this?
No, we finished the questions.
We did? Okay, there was one.
Mine says still starred as 4 left.
She didn't undo them. I went up there.
Didn't undo them.
Didn't undo them. Them questions. Skipper had one after the pausing the questions.
Yeah, which one was that? That was way back there.
Something about did he forgive his mother or something? I'm trying to look for it.
Wings just told me. You tell me if this is correct because I don't see it. Did your mother? You forgave your mother. You want to know if she knows about it. Is that something? That's what he said. That's what Wings told me. So you tell me if I'm correct. I can go hunting and digging for it.
I'm looking.
So am I.
So it's probably about. Oh, up. I think that was the gist of it.
Did my late mother receive my forgiveness?
Okay.
That's
right.
at 156.
All right. Thanks, Wings.
Yeah, that was good. Man, you got a nice secretary.
Let me tell you, it's getting more clear and clear and clear. And I'm going to start offering people if they want to know like their guardian's name.
Yes. Oh, I already got that. I think.
And messages. Literally spelled out word for word, not using tarot.
Yeah.
Not using tarot.
Nope. I will be using special pendulum
nice.
techniques that I've been learning.
A special pendulum.
Well, it's a special pendulum techniques that I've been getting schooled on.
Ooh,
Maybe I'll try it again. Terry and Lyle.
So yeah, Deb, you didn't write your VIP question when you asked about your VIP. I just saw that now.
All right, Skip. 5 of Pentacles. Somebody was distant, left out. Strength card. You did a strong forgiveness.
Nice, beautiful.
Wheel of Fortune. Yes. So you reversed some karmic stuff here in the past. So when you did that, you fixed it. There's your Wheel of Fortune. Currently, King of Wands. You were determined to move past this. Good for you. All right. The World. It is completed.
Beautiful.
Right. 6 of Cups. She received the gift. Yes, that's gift giving. Yes, she did. 2 of Pentacles. She was there, opposite density when you were doing it. She was there. Ace of Wands. Huge yes. She did receive it, accepted it. It is now complete. Good for you, Skip.
Congrats.
And I think the last one is Deb's question. At the very bottom, 1210.
It's a 3-hour tour. What?
Yeah.
We need a nap after this one, I think.
I know. Okay, Deb. My question was about Hannah maybe losing her job in medical rehab. Evil at her workplace after her. Well, then you don't want to be around that. Let her lose it. But okay. So you want to know if she's going to lose the job?
That's what I'm getting.
All right. Well, let's ask Spirit for a little bit of information. Any hints? Signs? What's going on with Hannah's work?
Deb says yes.
Okay.
So what was the question?
Well, it's right there on the screen.
If Hannah's going to lose her job in a medical rehab because there's evil people at the place she works at.
Yep. Get your hands warmed up.
I'm doing it.
Come on, jazz hands.
Here we go.
Maybe I need to do a show. Y'all can help me. We'll just do an RV show. There's lots of questions out there.
It's beautiful.
I don't have an RV.
Well, borrow Jules. She got one. Okay.
I think
I've got no place to park.
Okay, so 2 of Cups is a contract and the World is about completed it. Yes, she is going to end it.
yes,
6 of Cups. It served its purpose, but Hierophant, the current situation, that's deep state. It's nasty. 6 of Wands. Hannah will be the one to have victory to get out of this job.
It's going away anyway.
Yeah, 2 of Pentacles, and it's about timing right now. This is better for Hannah. She's determined to move on. Let her start looking now. But she doesn't want to be there when it collapses.
That's what's going to happen. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
I think this is just a real quick, not a 2-hour, 3-hour tour, but guys, sometimes bad events are for good reasons.
Yeah.
So just have to wait and see how the outcome is.
Yeah. She's working for thieves and liars. This is Page of Pentacles. Start a new job. Yep. You do not. Hannah doesn't want to be there when they kick in the door. I worked for a medical doctor and I got out before the FBI raided it. Man's in prison now.
Almost similar situation to me. It's
so just like I knew it was going to happen. I was psychic or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I too left before. Let me say it like this. I too left before investigation started. and they were trying to look for me, and I'm like, nobody see me. So I've been incognito all this time. Not because I was the bad person, but I didn't want to be in the middle of testifying and all that stuff.
I didn't want to be involved in it, and they only went after people that were still there or had quit during a certain amount of days, and I had quit the day before they considered it. And I'm like, bye-bye.
I quit before that, and I'm so glad I did, because I was way down that they didn't even happen to notice me.
Yeah. Checking again. Yeah, still nothing from Sister Renee. So maybe she can update us on her daughter. I will check the Kofefe page. All right, we're good. Take this off.
Let me know. Let me know if she responds to you. I'm interested.
I will. And then we can say our goodbyes.
Bye. Bye. What are we doing Friday now that we did our little homework?
I have no idea. I don't know. King's hosting.
Yeah, Narnia needs to go back into her wardrobe.
Yeah.
I'm missing the Turkish delights.
I was just going to say, my
where
dad
the Nafia in the Narnia there.
Nafia Narnia. That's going to be a great.
She runs it.
And my dad used to sell Turkish delights. I used to be so proud, like yeah, Turkish delights.
C.S. Lewis ain't got nothing on you. Okay.
Not on me.
All right.
Love and light, guys. Thanks. It was a great show, guys.
Yep. Yeah. Tarot class tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern. And King, what you got?
I'm going to attempt my show again tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
So, Jen, is your class going to be 2 hours then?
Well, it was about an hour and 45 minutes.
2 hours
yesterday. So, yeah. It depends on how much I kind of gauge the energy. If it's a lot, because yesterday was a lot. So we're going to average at least an hour and a half. But I also don't want it to bleed into King's show.
Yeah, and we need.
You're after mine.
We need a nap between it. We got to do our in between nap.
We're going to duke it out over time and space. Yeah, we should be done, but I want to give everybody a chance to take a break. They have to put up with me, then they have to go put up with King, and it's just a whole lot, right?
And I'm stuck in the middle. I love my brother, and I love his daughter. I don't want to fight between you guys.
He's very confused. He's already forgot that he adopted me.
And he's my little brother. He might be my
I can't wait till he starts telling the story. Yeah, I adopted her. Nobody wanted her. Can you imagine why?
We should name our roundtable the days of our life.
Yeah, exactly. My younger sister is so confused right now. We really need to do something about that.
Wait, this makes you Auntie Nadia Tia.
Yeah, or Grandma Nadia.
Yeah, wow. Okay, or Grandma.
Oh, I'm going to have younger sisters.
I'll be Coco Mama Coco.
All right. Just so y'all know, Lee is your son-in-law. Okay. So. All right, guys.
Love you.
Bye. Yeah. Have a good day.
Schneider's head came up. He heard me say bye, and he said, "Let's go."
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Love you guys.
All right.
One more thing.
Okay. Ooh, shock face. All right. All right, guys. Blessings. I'll see Tarot in class tomorrow and then on King's show. All right. Let's go take a nap. Bye, guys.